Okay, story time. Good friend of mine in the wine business. I respect her palate a lot. She's really cool. Showed me a wine like, I don't know, it was like 2 or 3 years ago. And she said, this is my favorite producer from the Paso Robles area. It's really terrific. And I forget what it was. It was like a Tempranillo or something like that. And she's like, it's all natural and it's made this way and da-da-da-da-da and birds and cow's horns and this kind of deal. And I was like, okay, cool, check it out. And I tasted the wine. I was like, well, that's pretty good. But it tasted, you know, pretty natural. And it was kind of like, yeah, no, but I see what these guys are doing. That's kind of interesting. And so I always had them in the back of my brain based on how they ran things, how they did their business. Fast forward a year and a half, 2 years later, a guy walks in here to the warehouse the other day. And it's kind of like, sir, are you lost? Because literally, it looks like he just, you know, bless his heart, it looks like he came in off the freeway, right? You know, just old cap, old shirt. And then he's like, and he comes up to me and he's like, yeah, ciao, I'm Frederic. I'm like, okay. You know, he's like, here are my wines. And, well, they're not his wines. Actually, he's part of a team at Ambyth Estate. That's what I'm getting to, Ambyth Estate. And I sat down with Frederic and we had just an amazing tasting over a period of, you know, 15, 20 minutes. And I really got a good feel for what these cats at Ambyth are trying to do. They are working naturally, 100% natural, biodynamic, Demeter certified, all organic in the winery, in the vineyards, the whole shoot and match. But what I dug about these guys is that, you know, Frederic was like, you know, we make natural wine, but we want to make really good wine. So we're not in this camp of like, you know, to the point where you just like let the wine go to crap because you think that's what nature dictated. No, these guys are interventionists when they need to be, but just with the things that are at their disposal. Maybe a little bit of sulfur once in a while, huh? Not too bad at bottling. But they won't use sulfur if they feel they don't need to, right? I mean, how simple is that? It's kind of like an organic biodynamic / lutte raisonnée, you know, kind of like just do what's right. We tasted the wines. Loved them. You know, but my two favorites were their Mourvèdre, which was really terrific, and this Roussanne. And this Roussanne, I just dug, man. You know, it kind of freaked me out because this wine has that kind of like rich, honeyed look, you know, of these naturally produced wines. This kind of golden, hazy, nectary type look. And you put it in your glass, you're like, whoa, you know, you're kind of freaking out. Okay, whoa, what's going on here? And you stick your face in the glass, and then boom, all this beautiful, wonderful, expressive Roussanne fruit. You get these stone fruits and minerals and rocks and these, you know, kind of white Hermitage-esque nuances coming from this wine. On the palate, even though the wine has this rich, kind of oily look, it's vibrant, humming, scintillating, tons of acid and enough verve to carry all this kind of rich fruit. Because, you know, they dry farm these vineyards. Even from a young age, these vineyards are dry farmed, which in Paso, let me tell you, is really tough to do with younger vines. I applaud these cats for doing this. This is crazy. It's cuckoo. But the fruit they get very little fruit, maybe a ton an acre, and what they get is just this really rich, expressive stuff. But I think because of the biodynamic growing, their cooler situation in the Templeton Gap, these wines manage to maintain acidity as well. So literally, I was like, you know, it's one of these things does not compute, like the wine's playing tricks on you. And I loved that. This wine is rich, vibrant, expressive, unique, and really should find an audience out there. Be advised, they only made 32 cases. Basically, it's like a barrel and a sparkless bottle. You know, I don't know how they age the other 6 or 7 boxes. None of my business. But it's 100% estate, native yeasts, unfined, unfiltered, biodynamic, and their philosophy is a love of the land and a joy of life. And I think they got it. It's in that bottle. Enjoy life. Drink this.